Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing a hair transformation on this wig, because how you see her now, that's not how she looked in the beginning of the video. Today's video we're going to be focusing on how to restyle and switch up your curly wigs. I'm going to give this wig a bit of a chop, flip the part around, and just give it a new refreshed look. If you're interested in any of that and want to learn some tips and tricks on restyling your wig, then stay tuned and let's get right into today's video. So today's video I'm going to be working with this wig right here. This is a curly unit that I already installed. Now I already installed this wig previously, but not on camera, but I installed it because I went out somewhere. But I was rushing when I installed it, and honestly I wasn't really feeling the look. I wasn't really feeling the look of it too much, so I wanted to like reinstall it and kind of revamp it and restyle it. And I was like, I don't really have a lot of videos showing you guys how I style my wig. So first thing first I'm gonna do is just go ahead and lay down the lace on the wig. And to lay down my lace, you guys already know. Oh, by the way, I already have the lace tinted from the first install and it's tinted in my foundation, but I'm gonna be using this Ebin lace spray to lay down the lace. I want to try the other Ebin sprays. I mean, I've tried the black one, but I definitely feel like I like the red one better than the black one. The black one is too sticky. Like, yes, it's good to be sticky, but it's like sticky in a way that it's not that effective in my opinion. If you guys want me to try out all the Ebin sprays, comment down below, give like my review on them, because I love this and I definitely want to try the other one. So if you're interested in that, do comment down below. But yeah, we're just spraying her under the lace. See, first thing already, I have to cut off the lace. I didn't even cut the lace on my ears perfectly. I was such in a rush when I installed this wig. And to help lock everything in and make it stick, I'm using my blow dryer on a cool setting with my router comb to push all that in. I'm gonna go ahead and put my elastic band on just to hold and lay down the lace for a quick second. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna work on is these baby hairs. Like, child, like I said, when I installed this wig, I was in a rush, so these baby hairs are a hot mess and the hairline needs to be plucked down a bit more. That is one easy way for you to upgrade or like elevate your wig install, is by giving that hairline a bit more of a pluck, especially if it's looking real thick. Maybe you already plucked it, you don't have to do that, but if your hairline is looking thick, go ahead and go in and pluck it up. Start to finish how I start to finish how to customize a wig to be installed. I always say less is more when it comes to plucking, that you should save your most plucking for like when the wig is on your head. So now I'm gonna just go ahead, actually put the elastic band back on for this part. I don't want the wig to lift, and that plucking can cause it to lift, so let's hold it down. Oh, but like it looks very dense up here, so same thing, I'm just using my hand to get like a nice slick pullback. I'm using my Revlon Diamond Series tweezer. If you want like a detailed plucking tutorial, definitely check out my other videos, but I'm just gonna like pluck out the hairline a little bit more, because now I can really see how thick it is, because it's like on my head versus the mannequin where sometimes you can't tell if the hairline is too thick or not. So I'm just going in, try not to pluck too much. Better. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but I could honestly pluck more, but like I always say, less is more. Because you also don't want to pluck your wig too much, just so it doesn't start to shed. So when it does start to shed, because over time, you know, frontals do shed. The better they are, the less they'll shed. But over time, if your frontal starts to shed and you already like did way too much plucking, it's gonna look very bald. So I still try not to pluck too much. just so I can preserve the longevity of my wig. I said I was going to do the baby hairs first, but I lied. I'm actually going to change the part. I knew for sure I wanted a side part. I feel like I just made a lot of middle parts. So I think like a side part is really just going to be the look. I feel like it's easier. Like all you really need is water to train the hair into the part you want. So right now I'm going to just flip the hair over. This wig doesn't have too much of parting space. So I think I might do like a no part type of flip. Just getting my spray bottle. I'm putting water. I'm too lazy to go to my sink, so I'm using this expensive water. It's okay. And then I'm just spraying the top of the hair to soften everything up. And for a no part, side part, for the main part, what you want to do is brush the hair back first. And you do the flipping into the part later. That's how you get that volume 2 in it. So I'm just wetting the hair up like so to get it nice and, you know, movable. And I'm just gonna brush the hairline back. Like not even into like a parted direction. Literally just push everything back. You're gonna do the part towards the end. Just to make the styling a lot easier, I'm just gonna go ahead and detangle the curls now. Like I'm still gonna have to brush the hair later again, but just to make everything easier because the hair is super dry and poofy and there's lots of tangles already. So for that, I'm just going in again to the bottle and just spraying. And still make sure you're like continuously brushing the hairline back. Usually try to train the hairline to be nice and sleek into the new part you want it. Now we can get into the baby hairs. I need to pluck these down too. They're real thick for no reason. I'm curling my baby hairs with my little mini flat iron. Ooh, it's hot. An inward curl for sure. And to lay my baby hairs, I'm using the Eco Styler gel. Alright, now the baby hairs are done. I put the elastic band back on. Now I'm going to do some chopping to the hair because I like the length. I think it's a 20-inch wig, but I want it to be very blunt bob. I want the curls to really pop. So I'm just going to like cut off. You see how like it like comes down like this? I'm just going to cut off in. Not too much though, because it is going to shrink up because it is curly hair. Honestly, I want to make sure I bring everything through. Okay, let me chillax before I get too scissor happy. And then I'm going to cut this side. Try not to pull on the hair so I can see the real length. Okay. So I think this is the cut I'm looking for. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. It's like curly short bobs, especially the color. Oh, such a vibe. Let me relax. I be getting too scissor happy. The thing about curly hair, the length you see now is not gonna be the length of the end, so you gotta like cut with caution. Okay. If I had mousse, I would use mousse for this because it'll dry faster, but I'm out of mousse, so I have to use water. But now I'm gonna go in and just redefine those curls. You stop there. Same thing, make sure you're combing the hair back. Even though right now we have it pushed to the front. But we'll flip it again later. Okay, so the hair is almost fully dried. I went ahead and did my makeup while I waited. Now what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm just flipping the hair over to get that part, like I said. You see how it's gonna have the volume right there now. And now I'm just gonna respray these because they're all frizzy from the separation. So besides like using mousse, it's gonna be better for this because it's gonna take it a little bit longer for it to dry. So now I'm just gonna go in and just do some finger coils here and there just to help define some curls. Not all, but I just want some curls to have a little, you know, a little pop. Those coils to dry. I don't want to like make them frizzy. And then now let's do this side. See, transformed, upgraded, renewed. The hair is still a little bit damp. I even started to get lazy and started using my diffuser to dry it because I was like, I'm tired of waiting for this to dry. That's why I like doing like the finishing touches with mousse, because the mousse like will dry with the air really fast. But I'm gonna leave it alone because it's like 80% dry until they get bigger anyways. But yeah. And then sometimes to help like smoothen the top over, I'll just get some like hair gel. Like I have some gel in my hand. I'm just gonna like, not too much. You can use your hot comb for this, but sometimes like the hot comb gives it too much of a shape, and I want it to look very natural. I don't want it to look like it was shaped, like pressed out, you know, since it's curly hair. But yeah, it was so cute. That is how I switch up and refresh my wigs. I feel like it's a lot easier to do this with like curly hair because curly hair is a lot more forgiving. If you guys want a tutorial with like how I switch it up with like my straight wigs, that takes a little bit more extra effort because like you have to make sure you really press the hair out. But yeah, if you want that, comment down below. But as far as today's video, we are done with that. Look at it. I feel like it's just, this color is so pretty. I hope this was a helpful or at least entertaining video for you. And if you feel like I helped you, you can help me by like, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you guys in another one. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.